your host of the most local 23, joining me for Red Carpet Diaries Chapter 9. What stays in Vegas is most likely your money. With this help, you nailed your big day on set. In fact, Marcus was so impressed with your performance, he bumped you up to a leading role. Your phone rings on your nightstand and startles you awake. What time is it? Glance at your phone, it's barely 8 a.m. and you don't recognize the number. I want to ignore it, but it could be someone from the production. You let out one last jaw-cracking yawn and answer the phone. Hello? Jessica? I'm sorry, who's this? Damn, I wish they'd stop doing that. I'm calling from the Hollywood Buzz. Do you have a minute to chat with us? Wait, the Hollywood Buzz? That's the source for industry news. I should see what they want. Yeah, that's me, Jessica. But I'm not sure why you'd be calling, especially at this hour. You are the same actress who recently hired to work on the Marcus Van Group new film, yes? Well, yes, how did you know that? We have our sources. So do you have a few minutes to chat with us? Of course, I'm flattered you're even interested. Ah, so you're modest too. Must be that part of highway upbringing. How do you know where I'm from? Literally anyone who knows anyone can Google you. What can you tell us about the changes being made to the Tender Nothing script? I don't know anything yet. Just that Marcus has some new ideas for the movie. Oh, word is the rewrites are all about you. According to our sources, Marcus is so impressed by your performance, he was inspired to re-envision the entire project. He did promote you to lead, correct? Yes, he did. And how did that make you feel, Jessica? Like I won the lottery. It's seriously a dream come true. I can't believe how lucky I am. Modest and humble readers will love that. Thanks for your time, Jessica. We'll be in touch for the updates on the film's progress. Sure, thank you for calling. Oh, and manner's perfect. The reporter hangs up. Who do you deal with regularly? Seriously? You sit there for a second open-mouthed, unsure if that really just happened. The sound of the doorbell breaks you out of your reverie. When you open it, a delivery man is on your welcome mat holding a massive gift basket. And around him, at least a dozen more baskets are piled up. Oh, thanks? Oh god, I used to do these for a living, folks. I used to sell gift baskets, except this has a phone in it. Or a tablet, a bunch of chocolates, some wine and alcohol and whatnot all in the front. Yeah, it's kind of familiar. We just didn't have the tablets or phone, but okay. You sign for the delivery. Once he's gone, you lug it on. They're from all kinds of people, big name agencies, famous actors and directors, even one from Chaz's boss, John Castle. Always knew you were something special. Congrats, John Castle. As if an assortment of cookies and jams will make me forget what a jerk he was. Soon, every inch of your apartment is covered with the gift baskets. Yeah, give one to Gloria. She's a nice old gal. She actually reminds me of a neighbor I grew up with. She was incredible. You close your eyes and try to focus on Gloria, then point at random. You open them and grab the basket you're pointing at. Gloria of all people should appreciate the selection technique. Yeah, no shit. It's your honor, dear. You next door, just as you're about to nod, Gloria opens it up. So thoughtful of you to share one of your baskets with an old woman like me. She grabs it out of your hands. How did you... I appreciate your channeling my basket preferences. Very thoughtful, dear. Right, of course. Something tells me she's got a camera in the ceiling. Well, I'm sure you have a lot to do. Congratulations on the expanded role, by the way. Wait, I never told you. Gloria points to the center of her forehead. You didn't have to. I'm sure you'll be fabulous. Also, the walls are made of paper. Thanks, Gloria. She smiles and closes the door. Bemused, you head back to your apartment. 2 more gift baskets are waiting on the welcome mat. Okay, I love fancy popcorn as much as the next gal, but this is too much. You deposit them inside and head up to the roof, hoping to get some air. The warmest winter. When you get there, you see Seth sitting near the edge of the roof. Hey, Seth. Hey. Sure we're safely out of sight. Telephoto lenses these days are pretty advanced. What do you mean? Oh, you know, I wouldn't want the tabloids to start printing stories about your possible new down-market love interest. Why would you be worried about... Save it. Your doorway was practically barricaded by gift baskets this morning. Even my parents would have found the news about your shiny new part. And their parents from Ohio! Hashtag Ohio represent. And as I look down at the ground going, God, no. Do you want me to go, or... Oh, no, sit with me. You head over and plop down next to him. He coughs awkwardly, looking away from you. I wanted to congratulate you, by the way. That's a huge deal. Thanks, that's pretty exciting, right? He gestures at the parking lot in the direction of the paparazzi encampment. Clearly, I'm not the only one who thinks so. Oh, yeah, sorry about that. I had no idea they'd show up here. Seth shakes his head, apparently annoyed with himself. Sorry. I swear I'm not trying to sound like a jerk. It's just a little crazy how fast this whole success thing happened for you. I know. I can't believe how lucky I was. I'm not taking any of it for granted. I was talking to Victoria about it the other day, and I don't think you ever can. Oh, just talking to Victoria? You know, so casually talking to one of the greatest actresses alive. Yes? Sorry, I didn't mean to sound snotty. Not really snotty. I mean, us lowly commoners would think it was snotty, per se, but we'd also, at least I'd be fascinated. Like someone coming up to me and going, so I was speaking with Patrick Stewart the other day, I'd be going, oh, notice me, senpai! No, I'm just giving you crap, Iowa. After all, how can I be mad at you when there's a chance you could introduce me to Victoria? Oh, and don't you forget it. Seth leans back on his elbow, seeming a little bit more at ease. I really am happy for you. It can be hard in this town when it comes to comparing your success to others, but I honestly can't imagine anyone who deserves it more. Thanks, Seth. You've been so supportive lately. I honestly don't think we would be having this conversation if it weren't for the genius con artist training, that regimen that you put me through. Hey, that's right. So technically speaking, I think that means you owe me a favor. I guess I do. Is it meeting Victoria? I'll warn you, I can lead a horse to water, but I can't make it nice. Actually, I was wondering, do you think you could come to my comedy show later this week? I know you're probably busy, but it would mean a lot to have some support in the crowd. He looks away, flushing just a tiny bit. It's clear the show is a big deal to him. Of course I'll come, but I have one condition. What's that? This does not count as a favor. I definitely do owe you. Just turning up to cheer on an awesome, hilarious friend, Seth. Deal? Deal. He gives you a big hug. I should probably get going. I need to practice my heckler responses. Look, I'm down too. I have a serious gift basket stockpile to deal with. But let me know if you need a hand, and I'm happy to yell up about how awful you are at any time. Aren't you funny, Iowa? In fact, I could use that. He veers off towards this place, mumbling to himself about his act, and you head back to your apartment. Basically, it sounds like you're having confidence issues, my good sir. You've barely made any progress unpacking the gift baskets when your phone lights up on the coffee table. Come down to the agency. I have something for you. And make sure to look your best. Okay, Mr. Demanding. You shower and take your time fixing your hair and applying your makeup. Oh look, she looks the same. Oh my god. Dear women, a little makeup fine. Please do not dump your faces in makeup. I personally don't like it. There's a lot of guys out there who I know personally, you know, not the whole population, but a lot of my friends feel the same way. Hopefully that's good enough for Chaz. You look beautiful either way. As soon as you make it down to the sidewalk, you realize why Chaz cared how you looked. Jessica, over here! Oh god, it's you. You turn reflexively and are blinded by the flash of a camera. What the hell? Everywhere you turn, reporters with cameras are snapping photos and yelling questions. How does it feel to be the talk of Los Angeles? I don't... Thankfully, your ride pulls up seconds later. You smile feebly, duck inside, and wave out the window as you speed away to Chaz's office. Rush inside, ignoring the flashing cameras and a handful of paparazzi that followed you there. The receptionist you met the other day runs from out behind the desk to usher you in. Oh, so you're what happens in it? It lives in the lake. Oh Lord! So it's you. Oh, this is where they get you from. Jessica, so nice to meet you. They're waiting for you on the 4th floor. And please let me know if you need anything. Anything at all. Oh, wow. I guess I know what it takes to get some courtesy around here. You take the elevator up to Chaz's floor. As you exit, you hear a loud whomp from the direction of Chaz's desk. The lady of the hour! Get over here, gorgeous! We're celebrating! Chaz waves you over to his desk. Agents are milling about with drinks in hands, occasionally stopping to congratulate Chaz. He raises a glass in your direction. Champagne? I'll stick with coffee. At least get something fancy. I guess I'll have a flat white? That's not really fancy. An assistant dashes off, returning a few minutes later with a perfect latte. Wow, thank you. Of course, this is your day after all. You're really going all out, aren't you? You deserve it. Landing a lead role in Marcus Van Groot's new movie in your first month here? That's the kind of overnight success story everyone comes to this town dreams of, and you just managed to skip the crushing disappointment. Plus, let's be real, I'm not buying the champagne. Who is? And it's John Castle. You feel a hand on your shoulder and turn to see Chaz's boss looming over you. Everything's on me today, Jessica. And we're all so impressed with your latest achievement. We wanted to make sure you know the Castle Agency is behind you. Though, of course, it's no surprise to me. I could spot the talent coming off you the minute we first met. I could smell the bullshit coming off of you the first moment we met. Right. Oh, please enjoy yourself, and take these along for later. Hand you a huge gift bag. Sweet Jesus Christ. What is up with gift bags and gift baskets with you people? Weighed down with 3 bottles of expansive champagne. Quickly, grab the handles of the bag and smash him over the head. I'm sure you'd rather enjoy yourself with your new co-stars than a party with an old bore like me. You're right. He walks off. Once he's out of sight, Chaz visibly relaxes. What was that all about? You know how it goes. Everyone loves a winner. I was on seriously thin ice before, but now Castle thinks I have a nose for undiscovered talent. Which technically you do, even though the chick before her sucked raw eggs, but basically you saved my ass. Wow, Chaz. I'm glad things worked out. You and me both. I didn't want to put any pressure on you, but it was seriously bad before this news came in. If you hadn't seen on the film, I think that might have been the end of my agenting days. Forget it though. It's in the past now. I was talking about you, and I'll bet you anything, I'll have clients knocking down my door by the end of the week. That's great, Chaz. You deserve it. It's all thanks to you, Jessica. The other agents drift back to the desks, leaving just you and Chaz, and a boatload of champagne. As the room clears, you spot a familiar face quietly approaching from the far side of the room. Well, hey, if it isn't the heroes of the hour. Superstar Agent Ethan Blake? Hey Ethan, former coworker, fellow agent, good to see you too. What are you doing here? Just wanted to swing by to say congrats. Your ass story is just what every young agent dreams of. Even I was there once. Thank you? Ethan leans over and pats Chaz on the arm. I always knew you'd do great things in the future. Javelana? Interesting. Maybe once my new agency is off the ground, might be a place for you. That would be a dream! I gotta get going. I have a call scheduled with Chris Winters, but I'll see you around. Ethan walks off towards the elevators. As he goes, you can hear Chaz whisper, "You're my hero." You grin and lean over, giving Chaz a little hug. Listen, I should get going. It's a little too soon to start drunk at 11 a.m. phase of my career, after all. Good point. That can wait for your second or third big role. Promise me you'll really celebrate later, though? Success like this doesn't come around that often. You need to live it up. No, we don't. That's like all of a sudden tomorrow if I woke up with 1 million subscribers. One, I'd go, this has got to be a dream. And two, I'd go, what did I do right? I promise. After all, your boss did give me a lot of champagne. Good point. Remind me to come over to your place later. Chaz escorts you downstairs to the back exit where you avoid the paparazzi. You're just slipped into your drivey when your phone rings. Matt Rodriguez flashes on the screen. I wonder what this is about. Probably a date. Hey Jessica, what are you up to tonight? I have a date with a bottle of champagne. Well, I wouldn't want to interrupt that. But I could ask the crew to stock a few extra bottles on the flight to Vegas if it meant you would come along. Flight to Vegas? Wait, you can ask the crew? Me and a few friends were going to take my private plane up there tonight. You blink a few times. You have your own plane? Welcome to the rich and famous. Well, yeah. Is that weird? It saves a ton of time at the airport. Not weird, just awesome. I've never flown on a private plane before. Well, then you're overdue. Do you think you can be at the airport in a couple hours? I know it's last minute, but I think we'd have a blast, and my friends are dying to meet this girl, girl I'm working with. For a private flight to Vegas? Yeah, I think I can manage. Awesome. See you soon. Matt hangs up. Driver, I think there's a change of plans. Swing by your apartment, packing frantically as your car waits outside. Minutes later, you're on the way to the airport, dodging all the traffic as you wrap around to a private entrance. Matt is standing at the tarmac, talking intensely with a man you remember from his party. He spots you and rushes over to give you a big hug. The other man scowls. Hey, Jessica. So glad you could make it. You remember my manager, Jonathan Spencer? Nice to see you again, Jonathan. Oh, I hate you. You extend a hand, he doesn't move a muscle. Okay. Sorry, am I interrupting something important? Yes, as a matter of fact, but then, judging by your behavior at Matt's party, you seem to have a knack for that. Excuse me? I'm sorry, am I misremembering? Could have sworn you were the one responsible for bringing that bloodsucker Chaz Jabalana through the door? I'm usually so good with faces. Did I get it wrong? Tell the jerk off. Where do you get off? First off, if you're so good with faces, you'll have noticed that I'm not Chaz. And beyond that, Chaz and I already apologized for what happened at the party, even though it wasn't our fault. Do you treat all Matt's co-stars as terribly? Seriously, Jonathan, back off. My, aren't we feisty? I suppose I'm being a little unfair about Chaz's behavior. You're clearly not responsible for him. That's right, I'm not. Which is why my advice would be to ditch him as soon as humanly possible. Like it or not, his behavior will reflect on you. You wouldn't want your career tanked because you dealt with someone so amateurish, and I wouldn't want my career to be tanked because I have a big bully as an idiot thug who thinks he's Mr. Badass when he ain't shit. I'll take that under advisement. Plus, we work for John Castle, or Chaz does. We technically do too, but kiss my ass? You just a big-ass bully. Look how you just treated her. And you want to talk about Chaz being an amateur. Spencer leans into Matt, gripping him above the elbow. Think about what I said, okay, Manny? I will, I promise. Strides off the tarmac to a waiting car. What was that all about? I feel like I'm coming down with some... No, nothing. I just have different ideas where to take my career next. Sorry about the way he talked to you. He can be... intense. What, for an amateur? Don't worry. I don't blame you for his behavior. Unlike some people. Matt laughs ruefully and leads you to the plane. The two of you climb the stairs and duck inside. The interior is luxurious, with plush leather seats, exquisite decor, and built-in wet bar. Let me introduce you to my friends. Ryan Summers. Oh my god. I'm crushing on you, Ryan! I remember you in Most Wanted. Is there gonna be a sequel? Oh my god. Josh Morello, Addison Sinclair, meet my co-star Jessica. You try not to look starstruck. You've been watching Ryan's movies since you were tween. Oh, it's you! Josh has been in every comedy hit for the last 5 years. So he reminds me of Gabriel Iglesias already. Cool. And Addison is Hollywood's most talked about costume designer. Hi, Jessica. I'm Ryan. So nice to finally meet you. Matt's told us so much about you. Only terrible things, of course. That sounds like him. You shake Ryan's hand and turn to shake Josh's too, but are instead swept into a big bear hug. I'm more of a hugger. I gathered that. Addison gives you a huge smile. Nice to meet you, Jessica. I'm Addison, probably the person you can't recognize from the tabloids. I recognize your work, though. Your costumes from disco nights were spectacular. Oh my god, that is so sweet of you to say. They were pretty fabulous, weren't they? I wish you could still get away with that many sequins. Agreed. Before we get going, can I give you a word of advice? Of course. Ignore Josh. Entirely. He throws his hands up in a mock defeat as Ryan and Matt laugh. You settle in around a spread of catered food. Ryan pours glasses of champagne for everyone. Now then, how about a toast to Jessica's big break? I remember when I got my first major lead, I ordered champagne and caviar all night. I distinctly don't remember anything from that weekend after I landed mine. I doubt you remember what you ate for breakfast this morning, Josh. Don't blame cheap champagne for that. Touché? See? So, how do you want to celebrate, Jessica? Besides blowing through hundreds of dollars at Schlotz and obviously... stay up all night party. Yes! Man, why didn't you tell me Jessica is my soulmate? I would never subject her to that. Actually, now that you mention it, me neither. Now then, I insist on a round of shots to kick off this party. That I can definitely agree to. Josh pours out 5 shots of high-end whiskey. Oh my god, everybody knows whiskey. And all of you shoot them. Except Ryan, who takes his on ice. Josh raises an eyebrow. What? I'll keep up with you kids, but I'd not sin against bourbon to do it. Fair enough. The plane takes off, the flight is short, but every few minutes a attendant comes by to refill your glasses or offer more delicacies. Before you know it, you've landed in Las Vegas. A limousine is waiting on the tarmac. Your chariot, mademoiselle. He opens the door with a flourish and escorts you inside. Soon, you pull up in front of a glamorous hotel. Wow. I know! Not even shaped like a wonder of the ancient world! Josh, feel free to go find a room in a pyramid somewhere. We'll, be actually enjoying service here. Fine, fine. Oh look, it's where Rock stays, before he puts a statue in the atrium. You go to the lobby, a concierge rushes over to you almost immediately. Oh god, it's you! If you remember rules of engagement, you'll know where this guy came from. If it isn't LA's finest, how nice to see you all again. We've booked your premier suites under the usual names. Thanks so much. You guys always take such good care of us. Oh, I didn't think to book a room. I was in such a rush. Oh, think nothing of it, Miss Martins. I hope the name is acceptable. Mr. Rodriguez said you'd be joining us. He didn't give it a preferred name. Actually, my last name is... Raises a hand, shaking his head. Indulgently. Of course, this is simply a precaution so you won't be bothered during your stay. This will ensure that no matter who's working the desk, they won't inadvertently reveal your occupancy. Oh, wow, thank you. Our pleasure. We try to do everything to ensure our celebrity guests enjoy their stay here. Now then, Miss Karina? That's me. I went through a serious, hopeless romantic phase a few years back. As I was saying, Miss Karina, you'll be enjoying a private guided meditation with Sergey. She follows an attendant across the lobby, smiling and chatting the whole way. Messieurs, I have taken the liberty of booking your favorite steam room for this afternoon. That sounds heavenly. Matt winks at you. I might bow out this time. I'm a little steamed out lately, but I'd love to grab a massage with Charles if he's available. Of course, sir. And Miss, Martins, I was unsure if you preferred treatment upon arrival. We have a full range of spa services, variety of massage options. What would you prefer? I'm gonna go with massage. My bath doesn't sound that appealing. I know it is, but for those who have had one, I'm willing to try anything once, but massage, I would definitely go with. I've never had one in my life. I've never actually had any spa treatment whatsoever besides sitting in my own tub. How about that? I'm serious. Normally it's showers. Excellent. We'll drop you off things in the suite. An employee will gladly show you to your massage. A bellhop rushes over to grab your bags, and another comes over to escort you and Matt to the spa. Ryan and Josh follow another hotel employee to the steam rooms. The employee ushers you into a private room. A calming soundtrack is playing, and the room smells like fresh rain. I'm so glad you could join us today. Is there any region you'd prefer to focus on with the massage? Wherever you think, I guess. Perfect. I'll give you some privacy. When you're ready, you can just slip under the sheet. The masseuse leaves, and you strip down and position yourself on the massaging table. A few minutes later, she returns and begins massaging your shoulders, your back, and down each of your legs, working out all kinds of tension. I never knew a massage could actually feel as amazing. Thank you. We pride ourselves on providing the absolute best. Before you know it, an hour has passed and you feel incredibly loose and relaxed. Oh, that was incredible. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Please relax here as long as you like. She leaves the room, sighing. You pull yourself off the table and get dressed. No wonder celebrities always look so good. They're constantly getting treated like this. No shit. Imagine if normal people got that just one day a year. Just one day a year. You'd be like, I'm working for that next that next spa day or relaxation. You're shown to your suite, a massive series of rooms with views over the entire Vegas Strip and a hot tub in the bathroom. And this is officially nicer than my apartment. Here's hoping lead role money can cover it. Your phone pings. So, how was the massage? Let me think. Incredible? Next time, I might let you have Charles. Then you'll see how great it can really be. I'm not sure I can handle that much bliss. Fair enough. Wait until you see what's next, though. I let Ryan make our reservation, and as you know, he's a man of class and taste. Obviously. Meet in the lobby in a couple hours? I'll be there with bells on. A few minutes later, you hear a knock at the door. You open it to see Addison. Oh, thank God. I was 92% sure I had your fake name right, but there was that 8% of me that was afraid that the real Miss Martins was gonna open the door. I'm a great talker, but a terrible liar. Looks like the odds were with you and in your favor this time. And in Vegas. What perfect timing. So what can I do for you, Addison? Honestly, sneak out and have some fun with me before Ryan drags us all to one of those 15-star restaurants. Don't get me wrong, I love a nice meal, especially when Ryan makes the reservation. And the waitresses are always very nice to Ryan, but my taste is a little more down-market than his. Sounds like mine probably is too. That's perfect then. Before we act all fancy, I want to loosen a little in the city of sin. What do you say, girl time in Vegas? Really? You're going to have us spend diamonds with a chick we don't really know? For Vegas. A town we're already in and exploring the highlights of being rich and famous. Wanna leave it up in Vegas? Have a night about getting to know Madison? Oh, will she be a lover interest? I'd better not. Sounds like a ton of fun, but I just had this really great masseuse. But the whole overnight stardom thing is taking more out of me than I realized. Of course it has. It's stressful. Good stress, but still. Exactly. I was honestly planning to take advantage of the million thread count sheets and nap until the last possible second. Are we soulmates? I think the only thing I like more than living up in Vegas is those lazy nap days. Looks like we must be. Oh no, shit. I'm actually starting to realize what a nap means. I had one earlier because I hadn't slept all night. It's like, oh Lord. I'll let you get some rest. See you in a couple hours. Absolutely. And thanks for asking me, Addison. Any other time, I'd totally say yes. Well then, I'll come back any other time. She winks at you and bounces down the hall. You turn on the TV and fall into the plush bed. Oh wow, showing Devil's Canyon. You flip through a few more channels, and the warmest winter. I bet whoever's in charge of today's program is excited for Tender Nothings. I'll watch Devil's Canyon, why not? You're quickly drawn in by the non-stop action, the fact that Matt is constantly shirtless. Oh god. Oh cool, we actually get to Matt's character, Gabriel Blaze, stands in a fiery inferno, a sword in each hand, standing opposite his evil Drake. Serpico. End of the line, Serpico. You'll pay for what you did to Juliet. Please, Gabriel, don't do anything you'll regret. We can still work this out. But even as he talks, Drake reaches slyly behind his back where he's hidden a machine gun. Know what I like about you, Drake? With a roar, Drake whips it out, but he's too slow. Gabriel drives into a roll, dodging the blast, and hurls his sword straight into Drake's chest. You always get straight to the point. That was so horribly corny. And stereotypical. Oh my god, she says the same thing. It's so corny, but so good. Okay. Should have watched Tinder. The warmest winters. An hour or so later, you check your phone. I better get ready. We're meeting for dinner in 30 minutes. First things first, what should I wear? Ah, more diamonds. You root through your closet. Well, we've seen this before. It's almost like it's completely transparent. I'm serious. Just, for those who can actually take a peek, take a peek. It's literally transparent. You can, yeah. No, thank you. Wait, where did all the candles come from? What the hell? What I have on is fine. You fix your hair and makeup and head down. When I see the perfect dress, I may use some diamonds on it. When I see the perfect outfit, I'll do it. But, yeah, that one just now. When you get to lobby, Matt's waiting just outside the elevators. Ryan, Josh, and Addison are chatting together a few feet away. Did you have a relaxing afternoon? Definitely. Hope this is formal enough for your fancy place, Ryan. It absolutely isn't, but I know there is no hope of getting you to wear anything you didn't buy at a tacky uncle store. Come on! It's Gabriel Iglesias wannabe. Come on now. I'm serious. In Josh's defense, I've heard tacky uncle store is pretty good deals. Man, I like this one. Can we keep her? Laughing, the five of you head out. A limo's waiting. It's been at least 4 hours since the last flute of champagne. Your levels seem dangerously low. I like that diagnosis, doctor. So where are we headed? My favorite restaurant in Las Vegas. Terrier. The chef trained at Sasson's. He uses incredible ingredients. Local, of course, and he has almost whimsical approach too. Matt leans over to whisper in your ear. Can you tell Ryan's our resident gourmet? You giggle and sip your champagne. Too soon, the ride is over. You head into the restaurant. As soon as the host spots Ryan, he smiles obsequiously and gestures at you to follow. You keep trying to use big words, and yet I keep adapting, Pixelberry. Step up your game, goddammit! He leads you to a secluded corner booth. You have amazing views of a stage just a few feet away, but you're simultaneously shielded from prying eyes. This table is incredible, but how did you get it at such a short notice? What do you mean? This table is always reserved in case I might pop down for a night. Oh, of course. A waiter appears seconds later. Oh. They're trying to bring back everybody. This guy's dead. It's literally Chris Evans. But he died in Most Wanted Book 1, like the first 5 minutes. So, hi guy that's dead. They say everyone has a twin somewhere. I haven't found mine, or God, the whole world would explode. Can I get you an appetizer to start? I'll take the artisanal bread basket. Oysters, Jesus. I know I'm in LA now, but I'm supposed to always be juicing, but that sounds so too good. I think I love you. Is that weird? Because it feels so right. I think maybe you're confusing me with Brad. That's a distinct possibility. But you're bringing me the bread, so I'm sticking by my original statement. Fair enough. After that, we should all do the tasting menu. It's the only way to experience this place. Of course. The waiter heads off to put in your order. Dish after dish comes out, each more incredible than the last. How can they make mushrooms taste so good? Shit, you ain't had my mushrooms, girl. You need to sit down. Still, really? You calling me? What you calling me for? It better be to give me money. I think Josh is like, he's overtaking me with humor. Still, sometimes a guy longs for French fries. Approximately every 5 minutes in your case, right? You know me so well, Matt. Minutes later, a pile of fries drizzled in truffle oil with a side of homemade curried ketchup arrives. I take it back, Ryan. This place is perfect. Huh, would I take you anywhere else? About halfway through the meal, a singer steps on stage and she starts crooning classic jazz songs. After a few songs, she points to your table and hooks a finger. What does she want us to do, karaoke? She will be sorely disappointed if I get up there. That's our cue, Josh, Addison. The three of them duck out, smiling and waving at each other, and climb on stage. Josh starts playing the piano. He's incredible, while Ryan sings a duet with Addison. They both have surprisingly nice voices. They just assumed Ryan Summers would want to give a free show? They didn't assume anything. Ryan comes here at least once a month. He loves getting to play Frank Sinatra for a while. So, this is just part of his special reserved table treatment? Well, yeah. It's part of why he loves this place so much. I can't believe how people bend over backwards for you guys. Is this really what it's like when you're famous? What do you mean? You know this isn't normal, right? You gesture around the restaurant. Everyone else here probably made reservations months ago, and we just show up, get the best table, the best service, free spa treatments. It's like being royalty or something, and all because we play pretend for a living. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you feel bad. It's just wild that people actually treat you this way once you land the right part. Don't be sorry. I want to hear this. Really? Sometimes I just forget how weird it is to grow up around all this all the time. My entire life, I've been living in this weird bubble, and I don't know how to get out. I wish I stopped living in my life and got into the bubble. Would you like to switch places, sir? Ugh. Makes me wonder what I might be missing out on. I had no idea you felt that way. Yeah, well, I know how poor little rich boy I sound right now, believe me. Teasing a little. I have one question. Might be a little personal, though. Fire away. I've always dumped on you enough that you've earned the right to a personal question. Do you deign to look at the valet while he dresses you each morning, or is that just plebeian? Okay. I may be Hollywood royalty, but I can button my own shirt. Phew, I was worried there for a second. Ryan, Addison, and Josh bow to the audience and start to walk off stage, but they cheer so loudly that Ryan shrugs and pulls Addison back for an encore. Josh sits back down at the piano. The two of you watch in silence for a minute. So, what do I do? To what? Become a normal person? Sorry to break it to you, man, but I think that ship has sailed. I know, but that doesn't mean I can't make some effort to be less caught up. I was gonna go with sheltered, but that works. Honestly, I think the first step is making your own decisions. What do you mean? Remember you told me that your manager didn't want you to do tender nothings? Yeah, he was terrible about it. Well, you made the right call. It has the potential to be a really good movie, maybe a great one, and he wanted you to say no. I've had my doubts about him, but he's been my manager forever. He's my dad's friend. He's like an uncle to me. An uncle who's an a-hole. I just can't fire him. No, nothing that drastic. I'm just saying trust your instincts. But my instincts give me the corner tables and free spa services. Ah. they also urged you to invite me, an aggressively normal person, and then push her to call you out your BS. Good point. Thanks, Jessica. Matt pulls you into a hug just as Ryan, Addison, and Josh are taking their actual final bows. I'm sure Ryan would show us a dozen more VIP rooms. Only a dozen? Amateur. I know. Why even bother, right? So, you know, we could keep hanging out with them, or maybe we could head back to your suite. Wow, you're just... Boom! Let's do it! Will you be wearing the red or black? I must prepare for such things. I'm serious, it's just... His eyes sparkle in the flickering candlelight. You understand exactly what he's suggesting. I think you would have to be completely dense not to understand what he's suggesting. I don't think so. No, right. I hope I wasn't too, you know. It's fine, really. Yes, let's work on your subtlety, good sir. I'm good. The rest of the group rejoins you at the table. Soon the bill comes. You settle up and head back to the hotel, laughing and chatting the whole way. You go to your separate ways at the elevator, but you head back to your incredible suite. Not quite ready for bed, you make a snap decision. Room service, can I have a bottle of champagne, please? Within minutes, an attendee has delivered a cold bottle to your room. You pour yourself a glass and raise it in the air. Dear little girl Jessica, you know, the one dreaming of moving to Hollywood, of becoming an actress, of hanging out with celebrities in Vegas. This one's for you. You're about to take a sip when your phone rings. Marcus? What's he calling about? Oh, Lord, hold on, let me prepare for this. Okay, there we go. Basically, as you could tell, I've been sniffing for a while now. So, yeah. You pick up. Hello? Jessica, is there a reason you waited 3 rings to answer? Perhaps you avoided my call. Jesus, dude, really? Not at all. My phone was just across the room. Oh, you should move heavens and mountains and everything for Marcus's call. No, this is acceptable. I require answers to several questions. Are you ready to give these? Yes, of course. Good. First, I must know what are your feelings about horses. Not as a cuisine, as a conveyance. I am well aware of the timid American palate. I like them, I guess. You're up from Iowa and that's your answer, okay. Good, good. And snakes, you have no qualms about these creatures, I assume? Snakes are fine sometimes. If you ask about tarantulas next, I'm gonna be like, they're so cute and fuzzy. They are magnificent beings, sinuous strands of pure muscle and instinct. But that is not the purpose of this call. I have one final question. Do you speak German? Guten Tag. Du hast mich? Do not say yes if you are merely conversant. I require true fluency. Then no, I don't speak German at all, actually. How disappointing, but then I suppose I can't expect mere actors to reach my own heights of intellectual achievement. Please speak German for me then, douche. I'm serious. Can I ask what this is all about? Simply a few details I needed to be certain of as I continue your rewrites. Nothing to concern you. Right. Will the snakes be... This is all the information I require. Before you can respond, he hung up the phone. That's a little unnerving. Snakes and a horse. You had a fabulous night out in Vegas, but it sounds like whatever Marcus has up his sleeve will put an end to the fun. What will come next? Find out in the next chapter of Red Carpet Diaries. Hmm. Yes. So let's think about this. Okay, we got to think about his vision. German horses and snakes. You can't make this shit up. Oh my god. Oh man, I'll tell you. I need a vacation. So with that being said, I hope you all did enjoy the video. Please feel free to head down the description below. We got links to social media, links to our Discord, and a few links to support me and my content. It is greatly appreciated if you can do so. Otherwise, hit that like and share button. And until next time, stay well, stay awesome, and thanks for watching. Peace.